when you have a great career in the NFL, you will also get compensated greatly. He is considered probably the best defensive back that has ever played the game.
Yeah.
He's he was amazing. If you look even this day, this current, if you look at his tape, the guy was different. He was something else. He also had a lot of swag, as they say. They didn't call it swag back then, but he had it. Let's see what happened to this guy, the star.
Indeed, a high stakes legal gambit in this McKinney courtroom today because at stake a prenuptial agreement that would limit the amount of money that Pilar could get from DEION Sanders.
I think the prenuptial agreement is out the window, but we'll see how well we do in court today.
Attorney Larry Friedman and Pilar Sanders back in court in Pilar's bitter divorce with DEION Sanders. Friedman asked the court to throw out the couple's premarital agreement, saying on 2 pages, Pilar's initials had been forged.
The prenup's thrown out, that's going to be a game changer. We go back to the community property laws, Texas, everything is going to be community property and proven otherwise, and it gets divided in just in the right manner, a fair manner.
Friedman told the court, there is no agreement. This court has been misled, and the document is not enforceable.
It's greed. It's greed. You signed a contract. We had a prenuptial, and now you don't like the terms of it because the realization that it's over. Your lifestyle will be no longer the same way. It's greed.
DEION Sanders, Pilar's attorney argued, did not fully disclose his wealth at the time the two signed the agreement that he said made it void.
So that last statement was quite wild to me.
Go through it one more time.
His wealth at DEION Sanders, Pilar's attorney argued, did not fully disclose his wealth at the time the two signed the agreement that he said made it void. In court.
So because he didn't tell her, according to the lawyer, because I didn't tell you how much I have in my back pocket, it's void, so I should share.
Yeah.
You lied to me.
Yeah.
That's a wild statement, man.
That's a statement right there. I mean, but
is it something that is enforceable by law?
So I think what he's arguing here is good faith. Basically, that's saying that in everything you do, especially in the way you act, especially if you're going to enter into an agreement with someone, you're negotiating, you need to have good faith. And there you can, and this difference, so I'm going to use words, legal terms, but legally they mean something else, right? But because it differs from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, from Anglo-Saxon laws to Roman laws, or let's say the laws in Europe, they have different words, different meanings, but the principle is the same. You can, if you mislead someone when entering into an agreement, that person can request a judge to nullify the agreement, to make it void, so that it would not be enforceable, or that it wouldn't even, it should be considered to never have ever existed in the first place. So that's why, so those are just legal consequences. I can say in this particular case, because this is US law, But so I don't know what the legal consequences are, but it's basically the same thing. She's saying that she's probably saying, or she probably said that if she had known what Dion had, she would have agreed to
Dion
something
was
else.
right. It's all greed.
But yeah, so everything depends on the context,
So
and
you're
that's
telling me,
that. And
RJ.
yeah,
Sorry. Continue. Finish your sentence.
it so it's not like one size fits all. It differs. It's a case by case. It's a case by case basis. No, it's a case by case factor. So if, for example, the question that needs to be answered is whether the information. Okay, let's say, for example, they agreed that she would receive a concrete amount, let's say 200K a year in alimony, or a month, whatever. And you don't say what it's based on, then the other party doesn't have any ground to stand on, because it's not based on anything. We just agreed that I would pay you 200K. However, if the contract states that you would get paid 5% of my shares, and I tell you that I have 100,000, but I actually have $1 million, then there's a difference. But then it's not necessarily the contract that would be not admissible, but it's more let's say the interpretation of the contract, the execution of the contract. But you can see it like something similar. You can say, for example, yeah, 1% is this house, but actually the house is just 0.5%. I think, yeah, she tried it, but and again, guys, this is just information. This is just this is by no means advice. What we're doing right now, well, what we're talking about right now, but it's what I said at the beginning. Everyone has the right to go to court if he or she thinks that
She's wrong.
she's yeah. Doesn't mean that they're right, but they have the right to go to court.
Okay. So the whole idea of basically testing out whether she's doing it for love or not when you're a millionaire, that's not really gonna fly in its entirety.
Yeah, so I would say
You have to tell her. Do you have to tell her by the cents how much money you have, or you
I don't
tell
think
her,
so.
baby,
No,
I'm a millionaire, but
no.
you have 999 million. Oh, baby, I'm a millionaire. I have a little money there.
No, I don't think that no. You listen, you don't have to disclose everything. It's just it depends on the wording of the prenup. Everything depends on the wording. If you just say you will get 100K per month, or for example,
Probably what the wording of his prenuptial is saying.
yeah, that's what I mean.
You're gonna get 10K a month.
Yeah, that's what I
You
mean.
don't know how much money I have. I have 600 million in the bank.
That's what I
Chump
mean.
change.
But it's
Chump
like,
change.
yeah, but it's like, listen, it's like, again, I think I forgot who said it. I think I mentioned it in last show too. If you go to, yeah, I mentioned it in the last show. If you go to a restaurant and you eat a steak, when you leave, you don't expect the steak to be served at your home, right? So, what happens is when you go out, so when you're not in a restaurant anymore, but you still want the steak, you will try to find ways to get that steak. And one way is to try to argument that actually that stake belongs to you, either because you should also be regarded as the owner of the restaurant, etc., etc. So that's the whole dispute.
Good. Let's continue then with the video. Let's see what happened at the end.
Court testimony, Pilar's attorney in 1999, when the two signed the marital contract, testified Pilar wanted better terms. That's why we negotiated. She asked for $1 million and a $100,000 signing bonus.
Yo, this sounds like an NFL contract.
NFL contract, a signing
A
bonus.
signing bonus. What is this?
Yeah.
Imagine, okay, man. The prenuptial agreement is one thing, but getting a signing bonus to sign the prenuptial agreement, Deion, man, you should. Deion, man, you should have seen this. This miles ahead.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
You stood in front of a judge and said, I agree to all the terms of this prenuptial. They asked you specific questions and you said yes. Now, when it all goes wrong, you don't like the agreement and you make up these lies.
After growing tired of the arguments by Pilar's attorney, the judge ruled the premarital contract good as he had before and ordered the case to go to arbitration.
I'm just tired of this. Like, move on. Go on with your life. Let's do it. You know, you got a meal coming. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yo.
This is crazy.
It's like you won the Super Bowl, man. It's like you won the Super Bowl. Hands in the air. Celebrating, man.
Got it. We got it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Imagine the relief he had.
That's a lot of relief, man.
At that moment, he was like, I'm out of it. If we can continue finishing this divorce.
Yeah.
But I think you have a point right here. I don't know. I don't know if it's not clear to me whether he signed that she signed that contract before or during the marriage, but probably before. But RJ, if someone is asking you for signing bonuses, I mean,
but maybe he already knew,
and still continue to marry her.
Yeah, I mean, if you limit your risks, why not? Let's say if you want a gold digger, an Instagram model, for example, an IG model that doesn't really work, only puts her butt out on Instagram for likes and sponsorships, and you decide to marry, you decide to marry someone like that, then I mean, you know what you're getting yourself into, but you might find that person. I can imagine, KR, that sometimes, you can find a person so appealing, so attractive.
The vibe is right.
Yeah, the vibe is right. You say, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to marry this person. I want to have children with this person. But you're going to protect yourself as well. So I think, again, people marry for different reasons.
You got to sign this contract. You got to, no, the other way around. If you want to protect yourself, you got to hand me 100,000. Dude, the writing on the wall, man. Come on, man.
But maybe, but we don't know, we don't know who initiated it. The
100,000 signing bonus? Well,
because
She
it
was
sounds
like,
like
if you can do that in
it's
the NFL, I can do that as well on this franchise.